Hello, and welcome to a walkthrough of the Pearson eText for the 11th edition of Elementary and Middle School Mathematics Teaching Developmentally by John Vandewalle, Karen Karp, and Jennifer Bay Williams. From its very first edition, this text is founded on the idea that all students can learn mathematics with understanding. It is through the teacher's actions that every student can have this experience. The authors believe that teachers must create a classroom environment in which students are given opportunities to solve problems and work together, using their ideas and strategies to solve them. Let's take a look at some of the features that are new in the 11th edition. This book has always focused on teaching mathematics developmentally. In the 11th edition, every chapter has learning progressions. In many cases, these are visuals at the start of the chapter to serve as an advance organizer of how the authors approach the content in the book. In other cases, specific ideas within a chapter have a specific learning progression. These progressions can be useful for planning units, understanding prior knowledge and future directions, and can inform assessment development. As described in chapters 2 and 3, developing procedural fluency is important and requires that students learn reasoning strategies. In the 11th edition, the authors have increased attention to what real fluency looks like in these early chapters, and then increased attention in teaching reasoning strategies to students across the number chapters, beginning with basic fact reasoning strategies in Chapter 9, whole number reasoning strategies in Chapters 11 and 12, and reasoning strategies for fractions in Chapter 15. In the 11th edition, the Writing to Learn prompts are backed by popular demand. Each chapter closes with discussion questions focused on the big ideas of the chapter. These prompts can be used for discussion, assignments, or breakout rooms. Children's literature that is perfect for integrating into mathematics lessons is peppered throughout the book. For example, in Chapter 6, you will find a collection of children's books that can form the beginning of a culturally diverse mathematics literature library. Additionally, every chapter in Part 2 includes an updated selection of children's literature. This includes 2 new extensive listings of children's books at different reading levels on a variety of measurement and geometry topics. Now let's take a look at some of the integrated features and study tools that make the Pearson eText such a good resource for your students. Videos integrated right into the reading help your students connect chapter content to actual practice. Some of these videos bring your students into real classrooms, giving them the opportunity to observe teachers and students interacting. A caption below the video helps your students anticipate what they're about to see so they can have a more effective observation experience. In this example, the caption reads, "Consider the ways the teachers in this video are building conceptual foundations for fact fluency."
Nicole, 6 plus 2.
8.
What strategy?
Counting on.
Shamani, 3 plus 3.
6.
Strategy.
Doubles.
Jordan, 7 plus what?
Other videos use whiteboard capture to enable your students to observe how students solve actual problems. And other videos feature late author John Vandewalle and other experts sharing their insights on effective mathematical teaching and learning. In addition to the videos, chapters also include a wealth of activity pages, Blackline Masters, expanded lessons, and teacher resources, which are all PDFs your students can download and use in their current or future classrooms. When they are reading in the Pearson eText, your students can easily highlight just by clicking and dragging the cursor. As you can see, they can highlight in their choice of colors and patterns, enabling them to color code their notes if they choose. They can also add a new sticky note to themselves or create a new flashcard. Any notes or highlights that your students add can be easily accessed through the notebook icon in the left margin. This personalized notebook can also be exported to a PDF for study and review elsewhere. The study icon in the left margin will bring up any flashcards the student has created. The headphone icon enables your students to access a full audiobook of the 11th edition. When you adopt the 11th edition of Elementary and Middle School Mathematics, you will have access to a learning management system compatible test bank. In addition to chapter tests and learning outcome quizzes, the test bank features application exercises that direct your students to watch a video in the Pearson eText and answer open-ended questions about what they observe. Once your students have submitted their response, they will see a model response provided by an author or a subject matter expert who developed the question. This gives your students immediate feedback and gives you a handy guide for evaluating their responses. Thank you again for joining me today for a walkthrough of the Pearson eText for the 11th edition of Elementary and Middle School Mathematics Teaching Developmentally by John Vanderwall, Karen Karp, and Jennifer Bay Williams. If you're ready to learn more, please visit us online at www.pearson.com or contact your local Pearson rep.